All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the homestead. My name is Vaughn. This is Arizona Unplugged channel, and hopefully you guys caught my short that I put up this morning with that loud generator blasting all kinds of noise all over the mountain here. And I mentioned hopefully today's the last day we have to put up with that. So here's the big reveal, and this video is going to be in a couple different stages. So you'll see on this video to be, you know, like upgrade number 1 or whatever that may be. So we are upgrading our system today, guys. I've talked about this before, and finally we were able to do it. So if you watched the video yesterday, you know I had to go up to Flagstaff, Arizona yesterday. The reason being, and I had someone question about this, why did we go there? Because they have the only store that I know of that has what I wanted. So that's why I went to Flagstaff yesterday, among other things, but this is the main reason why. So we went to Northern Arizona Solar. It's just a top-notch company, guys. They have great ratings. A lot of people that I know recommended them as far as a great source to get all your solar equipment. And also be able to ask them questions and get some suggestions on what you're doing. So I went there yesterday, asked for one of their guys to educate me on what I have, and I took pictures of all my equipment. So he was aware of everything that we got going on here, and he made recommendations that just made a lot of sense. So what did we buy? Right here in this box, and there's another one down here. These are two 100 amp hour 48 volt lithium ion batteries. I got 2 of them. Now, I currently have behind me 20 of these 12 volt sealed lead acid batteries that have a life expectancy typically of 3 to 5 years, depending on how you take care of them and maintain them. And it's been about 3 or 4 years since these were installed, and I can tell just by having to start my generator every morning that these guys aren't up to the task of what we need. Now, we crunched the numbers yesterday, me and the people, the technician there at Northern Arizona Solar, and we picked this battery. This battery is pretty much equivalent to all 20 of these. So what did I do? I bought 2 of them. I want to have double the power that we're used to having because I don't want any more issues with these things going on. So there's a couple of steps you need to take from going from sealed lead acid batteries to lithium iron phosphate batteries. One of which, and both of these are crucial, very important. So as you can see, my 6,000 watt Ames power inverter has a little dial right there. I think you can see that. It goes from 0 to 9. 0 to 9 settings. That is your battery selection knob, and you have to set that at whatever batteries you're using. So for these, the inverter is currently set for these batteries right now, the sealed lead acid. These batteries take a different setting. And here in this is the Ames power inverter I've got. It has a, where is it at here? Right here. Well, there's a couple different functions. One of which is that knob. You got to set it to the batteries that you're using. So setting number 7 is for lithium ion. I had the page here marked, but I moved it. But I remember it was number 7. It's right here actually. So let me show you that. So if you can see line number 7, it says lithium iron phosphate. I keep on saying ion, I know. So this is number 7 is lithium battery. So that dial needs to be turned to 7 when I'm installing these batteries. So that's step 1 for the inverter. Step 2 for the inverter, you want to recheck your dip switch settings right here. This shows different priorities for charging, and that part of this inverter is right over here, right on the back. So I'll go through that as well. Now, I'm not going to do all this on this video. The reason being is I want all the power totally shut down while I'm working on this. And in doing that, it shuts off the internet. So I have no communications or nothing while this is down. So this first video, this first installment of this, is just going to be the unboxing and describing of what's going on. And then I'll cut this video, and then I'll make a number 2 after everything's installed, and we're going to fire this thing up together and see if I die. So one other thing we got to do is up there is my Outback Flex Max charge controller. So basically how this works is outside where the solar panels are, those wires get combined into what's called a combiner box. It has little circuit breakers in there. After that, it combines it 48 volts and goes into that box right there. This is what controls the sun power from the solar panels, regulates, gets all the settings, and then starts to charge your batteries. The next phase of this is from the batteries to the inverter, which turns it from DC power now to household usable AC power. So that's the 4 main components, starting with your solar panels, then up to your charge controller is number 2, number 3, batteries, and number 4, inverter. So those are the 4 major components of this system. Now there's a lot of other little things. As you can see right there, there's a fusible link there, there's another one there, and I also got, with this, one second, I got this guy. So here, let me actually show you this. It's gonna be not easy. So on this control panel, this is an added thing you can buy when you buy these inverters. You push this button and it has 4 bars. I'm not sure if you're able to see that. There we go. There's 4 bars here. That is the battery voltage. As you can see right now, it's full. The sun is bright and everything's happy. So it's got full batteries. But the thing I don't like about this is it's not detailed enough for me. It's not specific. I want to know the exact percentage of the battery charge capacity. So I don't want to just see 4 bars. I want like 98% or whatever the battery voltage is. I want to know exactly what it is, not just an approximate. So back up there, what I did was we bought this guy, battery monitoring system, BMV. This goes in between the positive side of the battery to the positive side of the inverter, right in between. As you can see, here's a picture of it right there. So this will help me manage a little bit better and more accurately what these batteries are doing. So, it's also Bluetooth capable. So I'm hoping this is something I can use on my cell phone. I didn't get much into details. I just told the guy what I wanted to do, and this is what he sold me. So that's that. So this also, the charge controller from the solar panels, this also has settings that are important based on what type of batteries you have. So it's crucial, guys, that when you're doing some sort of change out or upgrade or whatever, you read the instructions and set it up right, because this all these components are really expensive, and the last thing you want to do is damage them or destroy them or get hurt. This is serious power, and that's why I want all power off when I'm working on this. So I guess that's all for this segment of this video. Other than the unboxing, I want to open this with you guys right now, and we'll take a look at what these guys look like. And at that point, we'll cut the video. We'll make a video number 2 after everything's installed, and we'll flip the switch together to see what happens. So let's open this guy up and see what these things look like. It's like Christmas. So also with these batteries comes, and I'll grab that for you so I can show you. So with each one of these batteries, it comes with an accessories kit. I don't know what's in here yet, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna open it together in just a second. So we'll set that aside and we'll take a look at what's in here. All right, so we have inspection report. user manual. So this is what I've got. It's called the MN PowerFlow 5. And these batteries are stackable. As you can see, I believe you can stack 16 of these, if I'm not mistaken. I think it says it on here. Yeah, you can stack 16 of these, guys. So that's some major power. And they mount together like this. You can see like that, whatever. So I've got 2 of these according to my needs and what we talked about with the professionals over there. I actually only need 1 of these to compare to these batteries if they were brand new, but I got 2. One great thing about these lithium batteries versus the old sealed lead acid is that the sealed lead acid batteries can only be discharged down to 50%. Anything below that can create damage on these batteries, and that's probably what happened here. I'm not sure, but whatever. These lithium batteries can be drained all the way down and charged all the way up. So you get twice as much power with the same amount of voltage and you know, all the different specs that go along with it. So these hold twice as much power as these, and I got 2 of them. So that's a huge upgrade. So let's see what's in this box. So start off by just some cabling. Don't know what that's for yet, but I'll find out as soon as I read the instructions. We also got some lugs. And if you're off grid, guys, and you're doing solar power, it's a good investment to purchase a crimping tool, a good hydraulic crimping tool, which I have somewhere in here. Oh, it's right here. I don't want to pull it down, there's too much stuff on it, but a good cable crimping tool is kind of a good idea to have. We also have some connector ends for some sort of data. You can see there, right there. And the big reveal, let's see what this thing looks like. Ooh, we got some foam, okay. Oh, by the way, these things are over 100 pounds each, guys. How am I gonna do this? All right. All right, you know what? Let's just rip the box open. It's kind of hard to do this sitting on a bucket. Oh, wait, these staples are really strong. Oh, that ain't gonna happen. I guess I could cut the box. Well, let's just lift this thing out of here and see if we can show our muscles off a little bit. So yeah, over 100 pounds. Okay, looks, if this is all it is, it looks pretty simple. So let me take this off. It does have 2 very heavy duty metal handles here that fold. So that's all that's in the box. Get rid of this and put this back on my bucket table. Alright, so let's get into this, see what it looks like. First, I want to see if there's any more ports or anything I gotta... Nope, that's it. So, pretty simple so far. There is, see if you guys can see this here. Let me lower this tripod down here 1 second. So you can see. So here's the different ports. So you got the negative terminal, DC, positive terminal, DC. You have a breaker here, and you have 4 ports for the data comms, and also a power button. So very simple setup here and layout. Actually, more simple than I think the sealed lead acid batteries. Okay, so let's get back up here. All right. This is not high-tech videography, guys. Sorry. So, Midnight Solar is the manufacturer of this. Okay, these handles are removable, and it also has brackets here that I'm assuming are going to be part of the installation or accessory kit. Let's see what's up in here. So I'm sure the bracketry is in here to add these batteries together. Okay, and voila, more foam. Okay, Set that there. Yep, here we go. Here's some brackets. So these combine the stackable batteries together, so you don't have to worry about shelving or whatnot. I still may do something. I don't know. The one thing the guy recommended is here's the bolts for it, and also some safety stickers. Recommended that these batteries don't sit on the ground. They should be elevated to get good airflow. So I get that. So that's it. That's all that's in there. Just those two brackets and some bolts. So that's that. Put that down here. So as of right now, guys, this looks like a very simple setup. Truth be told, we'll actually see how it goes. Now, if you guys have been watching for a while, you know that in San Diego, in California, I'm actually a licensed electrical contractor, among other trades. But DC and solar PV stuff is totally different than just a normal house AC system. So I'm kind of learning with you guys, and as you're watching these videos, if you're seeing something that I'm doing that is not right, please let me know. Again, this is very dangerous stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're not careful, I mean, it can kill you. And I'm actually out here all alone right now. No one would even know I'm dead until the wife got home. So basically, these are already 48 volt batteries, 2 of them. So all I got to do is put these in parallel, meaning a cable between the 2 positives and the 2 negatives on there, so the black and the red that I showed you. You don't want to cross them and do series, because then we'd have, what would that be, 88 volts. Or I'm sorry, 88 volts, because these are 48 volts times 2. Man, my math is bad. Hey, so it'd be 96 volts. One of the cats just walked in here. And that's not what this system is. This system is a 48 volt system. So we're going to do these in parallel. Basically taking 2 smaller batteries and making 1 big battery with double the amp hours, but the same voltage, 48 volts. So now's the time where I'm going to cut this video, guys. I'm going to start getting all this stuff disconnected first and foremost. The power will be off. I can't stress that enough. There are some electricians out there that work on equipment live. I'm not one of those guys. I've seen too much death and destruction caused by electricity than to not shut everything down. So this will be the end of the first installment of this. The next video, I'll have the sealed lead acid batteries disconnected. I'll have the new lithium batteries wired up in parallel, and I'm probably just gonna put them right here in this open area. I still don't know 100% what I'm going to do with these. Yes, these batteries still work. I may use this for the music studio I'm going to build. I might have these batteries and a different inverter and different panels way over where the music studio is going to be built. So I might use this, at least for now. I want to get every year I can out of these batteries. And once they just fail totally, then I'll just recycle them and be done with it. But as of right now, they still work. They still work pretty good, but just not enough power for all of our needs. But in a small music studio, it should be able to run that for quite a while. So stay tuned, guys. Once again, if you're new here and this type of stuff interests you, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up thing. And I'm really excited to see how these batteries do, because waking up at 5 in the morning, that's typically what time I wake up during the week. It's dark, it's cold, and being out here pulling on a generator start cord is not fun. Now the cat wants to be here. He's a ham. This is Brutus. So it's going to be nice having power 24 hours a day instead of dying in the middle of the night. So once again, I'll cut the video here, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments box, and I will see you on video number 2 of this episode. Thank you.